Okay, very good morning to all. I think in the last few lectures we are about to complete our chapter number 3, that is dynamics of flow. So up till now we have completed the different forces acting on the fluid flow. Then most favorite equation or important equation of fluid mechanics, that is Bernoulli energy equation. Then its assumptions and that equation. So Bernoulli energy equation, who will tell the mathematical statement of Bernoulli's theorem or Bernoulli's energy equation? Who will tell? Anybody? Who will tell Bernoulli's energy equation? What is mathematical statement of Bernoulli's energy equation? Total energy of the flowing fluid remains constant. That is P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g here plus z is equal to constant. Means either energy equation we got, and afterwards we have integrated individual the every term of Bernoulli energy equation with respect to its individual term. So Bernoulli's theorem is P upon rho g plus V square upon 2g plus z is equal to constant. If you apply for a pipe for section wise, then P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus z1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g plus z2 is equal to constant. Means if another sections are there, third section, etc., then again P3 upon rho g plus V3 square upon 2g plus z3 is equal to constant. That is why all Euler's equation, Bernoulli energy equation we have completed. Then for real fluids, now whatever the Bernoulli equation we have shown here earlier, so that was related to ideal fluid. Means for that we have considered that viscosity of the fluid as a zero. Okay. Therefore, for real cases, if you apply, then some losses are there due to friction, etc. And due to that, the head losses will be there, and that head losses always we have to add at the outlet of the pipe or at outlet of the section. Means the flow is coming from 1 to 2, 1 section to 2 section. Section 1 will act as a inlet section, and section 2 will act as a outlet section. So in that case, here real fluid, in that case, here this will be act as a inlet, and section 2 will be acting as a here outlet. Okay. Then we have practical applications of Bernoulli theorem. I have seen there are 3 practical applications of Bernoulli theorem. One is venturimeter, another is orifice meter, and third one is pitot tube. So venturimeter, we have gone through it. We know that it is a flow measurement device, or it is discharge measurement device through which we can measure a discharge. It is invented by scientist G.B. Venturi. Hence the name is given as venturimeter. And we got the equation that here CD is Q actually is equal to CD A1 A2 divided by divided by square root of A1 square minus A2 square into square root of root 2 GH. And here Q theoretical we are getting by the formula. So Q theoretical equal to K into root H. So this we are called as K, constant of venturimeter. So K into root H. If you calculate constant of venturimeter, it is always remaining same throughout the life of that venturimeter. Then if you know the constant of venturimeter, only we have to measure the pressure head difference between inlet of the venturimeter and throat, inlet and throat of the venturimeter, that we have to measure. So that H value if you get, so we can easily measure the discharge. Then case how to convert conversion of X into H, there are two cases we have discussed. That is, first is if manometric fluid is heavier than the flowing fluid, then H is equal to X, where X is pressure head difference with respect to manometric fluid, that is with mercury, generally mercury there, in bracket SH upon SO minus 1. So where SH is the specific gravity of heavier fluid and SO is specific gravity of flowing fluid, which is flowing in pipe. Then another case is maybe there, that is case 2 is if manometric fluid is lighter than flowing fluid, then H is equal to X into bracket 1 minus SL upon SO. X is pressure head difference with respect to manometric fluid. H is pressure head difference with respect to flowing fluid. SL is specific gravity of lighter fluid. SO is specific gravity of their manometric fluid. Okay. Sorry, specific SO is specific gravity of flowing fluid. And SL is specific gravity of lighter fluid. Lighter means which is lighter? Lighter is in that case manometric fluid, or we can say SL is manometric fluid and SO is here flowing fluid. So lighter is in that case, second case, lighter is manometric, and first case, heavier is manometric. Okay, then orifice meter also we have gone for the discharge measurement. So orifice meter is nothing but what? It orifice plate we are keeping in the pipe to make the obstruction for the flow, and we are getting the pressure head difference between this pipe section and this orifice plate section. So here area is more A1 area, which entire area of pipe will act as A1, and here AO means throat. It is generally considered as the throat of the venturimeter layer. So AO, and in that case we are getting again same equation, same pattern, same style. We have to derive the derivation. Only thing is there, instead of throat of venturimeter, we are considering orifice section. Okay, so in that case we have discussed, I think Q theoretical is equal to A1 A naught AVO or A1 AO divided by square root of A1 square minus AO square into under root of 2GH. Then similarly here also Q actual, we have defined one coefficient of discharge. Coefficient of discharge is nothing but ratio of actual discharge to the theoretical discharge, and therefore CD, we are call it as CD. And CD is equal to Q actual divided by Q theoretical. Q actual is equal to CD A1 AO divided by square root of A1 square minus AO square into root 2GH. So this again we have defined this as a constant. So Q actual is equal to CD K, where K is act as a constant of venturimeter, orifice meter. Okay, and root H. Again, case 1 and case 2, like venturimeter we discussed. If manometric fluid is heavier, how to convert X into H. If the manometric fluid is lighter, how to convert X into H. Then I think we have discussed about the pitot tube. Am I right? Pitot tube also I think we have covered. I think, yeah. So pitot tube is nothing but what? Anybody? Only I am speaking. Somebody have to. Interacting section should be there. I should know that how many are understanding. Pitot tube is used for anybody? Pitot tube is used for the measurement of velocity, discharge, pressure. Anybody? This is MCQ type questions may be asked.
Velocity of flow.
Velocity.
Okay, good, very good. Velocity of the fluid. And again, it is invented by Henry Pitot. Hence, the name is given as Pitot tube. Okay. So here also we are applying the Bernoulli theorem, because these are the applications of Bernoulli theorem, and the at in the stream, in the point stream, where at point which point we want to calculate the velocity. For here perpendicular to that, we are here putting our Pitot tube. So this is acting as the nose of the Pitot tube. This I have told. Very small opening is there, and the flow is flowing through this. And we are applying the Bernoulli theorem at section 1 and 2. So as these two sections are at the same distance, therefore Z1 is equal to Z2. If you apply this, P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g. Okay, Z1 is equal to Z2 will be get cancelled. Then P1 upon rho g is nothing but what? H only. Here it is only head is there. Whatever head is there in the pipe, because that much is the height that water can raise in the height. Therefore, P1 upon rho will be act as H plus V1 square means that we want to calculate. But at the nose of the pitot tube, the velocity will become 0. At the nose of the pitot tube, velocity will become 0, and therefore 0 here, and this whatever the kinetic energy is decreasing, becoming 0, it will increase the pressure head due to the 0 kinetic velocity at the nose. It will increase the pressure head H plus H, and this is capital H rise. Here it is, we can call it as a rise of liquid in the tube. Okay, H plus Hp2 upon rho will become H, capital H plus small h, and P1 upon rho will become capital H plus V1 square upon 2g, and velocity will become 0. Therefore, V theoretical is equal to V1 is equal to square root of 2gh. Therefore, V1 is equal to square root of 2gh. Okay, so this way we have calculated the theoretical velocity and actual velocity. To calculate actual velocity, we have used one term. It is called as coefficient of velocity. So after what we are discussing, coefficient of velocity. Hello? हाँ, कोण बोलते? बोला फास्ट, माझं लेक्चर चालू आहे. काय बोला दोन आता केलाय तर मी उचललाय 2 मिनिट बोला. ते मोठेच राहील. Okay, so pitot tube here, coefficient of velocity we will define in introducing. So afterwards one article is there, it is coefficients of pitot Europace meter, that last article. Here also we will discuss these coefficients once again. So coefficient of velocity in bracket denoted by letter CV or phi in case of pitot tube. Okay, this is equal to what? Actual velocity. Again, it is going to be lesser than the theoretical velocity. V actual velocity through the orifice or pitot tube divided by V theoretical. Okay, and therefore V theoretical actual velocity will become what? We are getting with the help of formulae the theoretical velocity V actually is equal to CV or phi, okay, into V theoretical. But V theoretical is given by square root of 2gh. Therefore, V actual will become, in that case, V actual will become here CV into square root of 2gh. Okay, or phi into 2gh. With the help of this, one can calculate the theoretical actual velocity through the orifice. So pitot tube, there will be no numericals. Okay, therefore pitot tube possible questions are there. It is purpose of pitot tube, then whether it is application of Bernoulli's theorem, then what is theoretical velocity through the orifice, through the pitot tube, with which equation it is given by, then how kinetic energy is converted into which energy. Okay, so such kind this formula is actual, and this phi value or C coefficient of velocity is having the value from 0.94 to 0.98. So pitot tube coefficient of velocity will be here, it generally, oh sorry, it is exactly generally taken as 0.94, but it varies from 0.94 to 0.98, but taken as generally 0.94. So this much is the pitot tubes are very much accurate. And again, the CD values are there of orifice meter is near about orifice meter. Generally, these values are standard or there are range. Orifice meters are not that much accurate as that of the venturi meter. So orifice meter, the CD values are near about 0.6. So orifice meter CD values are near about 0.6, and venturi meter, the CD value is, you will have to note down this, venturi meter CD value is near about 0.96 to 0.98. So venturi meters, as the CD values are represented efficiency, CD of venturi meter is from 0.94 to 0.90, sorry, 0.9, sorry, not 0.96 to 0.98. So CD, if it is 1, then actual discharge and theoretical discharge will be 1. There will be no losses. So if losses are more, then CD value will be less. So you write down this sentence. So CD value of orifice meter is generally taken as near about 0.60, and coefficient of discharge of venturi meter is taken as 0.96 to 0.98 or 0.98. You to understand this revision, because this is very important. Understood? And whatever points you have noted, CD value of orifice meter is generally near about 0.6, at about 0.6 right down. Venturi meter CD value ranges from 0.96 to 0.98, and coefficient of velocity of pitot tube is generally taken as 0.94. That way you note down, and please give your message or feedback in message box. But I will continue our next article. I am not getting anybody's message in chat box, or nobody is understanding. Please message in chat box, please. Otherwise, I think whether I am audible. Understood or not? What revision? It was revision only. I have taken half an hour because it is very important, because we have not started numericals. So because for numericals, these values are important. MCQs, the questions are very much important. Anybody have doubt, etc., you can ask. Otherwise, if you are not understanding doubt, then you can ask. Anybody? Nobody understood. Nobody is concentrating. This me. Shall we proceed? At least you give that answer. Shall we proceed to next article? If any doubts are there, you can ask. Yes, now good. Yes, proceed. Okay, no doubt. Good. Okay, so now next article is our flow through orifices. Next article, right on. Flow through flow through orifices. Okay, now this is the last article, no, second last article, flow through orifice. Okay, now for that we are considering orifice is nothing but, write down, orifice is a small opening. Orifice a is a small opening. A small opening provided for a tank. So here in this consideration it is what? Provided for tank or reservoir. Provided for a tank or reservoir. Random. Orifice is a small opening provided for a tank or orifice. So for this, to understand this flow through orifice, here what we are doing is, let us consider one small tank. Small tank. And at this tank, at one of the side corner, we are placing one orifice. This kind of orifice having area of cross section, let us consider as a AO. Okay, and let us consider this tank is filled up with one fluid. Let us consider water or any fluid. Okay, and up to this okay, so this, let us consider that the datum, some center line of the orifice will consider, whatever center line is there. So this will be height of the water surface in the reservoir, and center line of the orifice will be nothing but, it is, will define it as a H1. Will define as a H1. Okay. Now here we'll consider this as a surface of the water or tank in the fluid in this reservoir. We'll consider as a section 1 section. We'll consider as section 1. Okay, and orifice here at this section where the water is living through this orifice, that section will called as a section 2. This section, this is orifice section. This will be section 1. Okay. Now here also water will discharge through orifice like this in the tank. Okay. The pressure acting at 1 is atmospheric pressure. So here only air is only air, no extra motor is there, etc. So atmospheric pressure is acting at point 1. At the same time, the fluid is discharging here also at point number 2. The pressure is acting is what? Atmospheric pressure. Okay. Now this will be H1. Let us consider this as H1 or let us consider H, not H1. So this will be H only. Now there is a flow. This is tank. It is completely filled with fluid, and through this orifice, sharp edged orifice, water is coming in the form of like, so first it is like a convergent section in the tank. At this position, the area of cross section of the fluid will become less. इथं असा काय होतं, टँक म्हणून येताना असा कॉन्व्हर्जन सेक्शन त्याचा होतो येताना, इथे थोडा लेस होतो आणि पुन्हा ॲटमॉस्फिअर बाहेर पडताना, त्या ओरीपासून बाहेर पडताना इट विल बिकम डायव्हर्जन. So where the area of cross section of here area of cross section for the flow is become less. That point we are calling it as a vena contracta. That point we are calling it as what? Vena contracta. म्हणजे water ज्यावेळेस when it is coming through the orifice, it is initially coming through the convergent pipe. Okay, at one section where the area of the cross section, okay, will become very minimum or less. So that point we are called as a vena contracta. Vena contracta. So what is vena contracta? Vena contracta is a cross section of the flow, okay, where it is become minimum or very minimum cross section area of the flow. So that point we call as a vena contracta. You will understand vena contracta. Here where the cross section is becoming very minimum, so that point we call as a vena contracta. And in this vena contracta, velocity is more. Velocity is V is highest or more. Okay, everybody got vena contracta. Now we want to calculate, let us first discharge through the orifice, how much discharge is flowing, and for that discharge, theoretical discharge if you want, then theoretical discharge is equal to continuity equation if you apply, then area of orifice AO into theoretical velocity. So this is our equation. Now this theoretical velocity through the orifice is nothing but what? V theoretical we want to calculate, but through the orifice we are considering as a cross section 2. V theoretical is near nothing but our V2. So this V2 we have to calculate. Okay, everybody understand this figure? What is meant by vena contracta? Now we have to proceed for the calculation of V theoretical. Very simple derivation is there. We have to apply Bernoulli's theorem at section 1, and 2. Everybody understand? Please draw the figure. Understand, write down message. Be interactive. If you have in doubt, ask me to repeat. I am there to repeat. This is our general example in the tank. We're using these small orifice sections maybe to take the water from the tank. Yes, okay. Now first answer is getting PC. Balaji PC is understand. Only Balaji PC is having no problem. Others please write. Okay, Pramod Avlikar, yes. Okay, no problem for Pramod and Balaji. Others having problem. Please write then problem. Or unmute and take. Okay, good. Now Sachin, Sutar. Okay. Others 4, 5 only are Shubham, Nikita Pawar is there in the lecture. Okay. Okay, good. And that figure also drawn. Okay. Now write down with me. Applying Bernoulli's theorem. Applying Bernoulli's theorem. Applying Bernoulli's theorem. At section 1, 1, and 2. What to write down? Applying Bernoulli theorem at section 1, and 2. Now what will be Bernoulli theorem? Okay, here only we will write P1 upon rho g Okay, we'll go to next point, next slide. So P1 upon rho g P1 upon rho g plus V1 square upon 2g plus Z1 is equal to what we are getting, A plus Z1 is equal to P2 upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g, and this P2 we want to determine, plus Z2. Understood? This is our Bernoulli theorem. But what is we know? P1 upon rho g but P1 upon rho g is equal to P2 upon rho g is equal to pressure PA upon rho g, that is atmospheric pressure. They will get cancelled. PA upon rho g. Okay. And Z1, what is Z1 here? If we consider datum itself at section 2, datum आपण इथंच घेतला datum, तर काय होईल इथं Z2 will become काय होईल Z2, datum तिथंच घेतला आपण, Z2 2 सेक्शन मध्ये खाली येऊन त्याला आपण Z2 ला datum घेतला, तर Z2 काय होईल? Anybody?
0.
0, correct. And Z1 will become correct. Z1 will become capital H, correct? Okay. So next, therefore, if datum if we consider at 2 only, then Z2 will become 0 because datum we are considering at itself at section 2. Z2 is equal to 0 and Z1 is equal to H, that is height of fluid, okay, over the center of orifice. Z1 equal to H. Now what is there now? This is our tank is there. So tank area is too much. So water is approaching in downward side when it is coming in the downward side and is coming through the orifice in this direction. Okay. So as velocity of orifice is very less, area of cross section of orifice is very much less as compared to, if it is very much lesser than the area of tank, cross section area of tank. Let us consider the capital A is the cross section area of the tank. आता इथं काय होतंय, व्हेलॉसिटी इथून जेवढं वॉटर इथून बाहेर पडणार आहे, आता नोझल आहे, इथं वॉटर इथं अप्रोच होणार वॉटर आहे, इट्स व्हेलॉसिटी विल बिकम डिस्चार्ज इज सेम. इट मे बी आयदर ओरिफाइस और डिअर. डिस्चार्ज म्हणजे एवढा डिस्चार्ज खाली येतोय, क्यू एवढा डिस्चार्ज काय होतोय खाली येतोय, एवढाच क्यू मधून इथून फ्लो होतोय. पण इथं एरिया ऑफ ओरिफाइस काय कमी आहे आणि आपलं डेरिवेशन काय, कंटिन्युटी इक्वेशन काय, क्यू इज इक्वल टू हिअर एरिया इनटू व्हेलॉसिटी. म्हणजे इथं ओरिफायचा एरिया खूप कमी असल्यामुळं व्हेलॉसिटी V2 जी आहे ती कशी असणार आहे? एनीबडी? V2 इज स्मॉलर ऑर लार्जर? कारण डिस्चार्ज तर तेवढाच आहे, जेवढं खाली पाणी येतंय तेवढंच पाणी नोझल मधून जाते, त्या ह्याच्यावरून जाते, ओरिफाइस म्हणून किंवा नोझल म्हणून जाते. तर इथं एरिया ऑफ ओरिफाइस इज व्हेरी लेसर आहे. म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटी V2 म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? व्हेलॉसिटी V2 इज काय, larger or smaller or more? You understand? But as area of tank is too much and discharge is same discharge is flowing, therefore as this area is more, velocity V1 where it is coming through the in the tank, V1 is very less. Okay. Therefore means what we can say, therefore AO म्हणजे V2 is therefore inversely असणार, V2 is too much times greater than V1. V2 is what? Too much times greater than V1, and therefore neglecting V1 we get. Why? Because V2 खूप जास्त आहे, कारण एरिया ऑफ ओरिफाइस इज व्हेरी व्हेरी लेस, आणि V1 हा काय खूप कमी आहे, कारण एरिया ऑफ टँक काय जास्त आहे. त्यामुळे निग्लेक्टिंग V1 म्हणजे काय, त्याला 0 करायचा. निग्लेक्टिंग V1 means what? It is becoming approximately 0. Okay. Therefore, now we'll put in this equation. What is that? P1 upon rho g, PA upon rho g. So it will get, or we can write once again, no problem. So PA upon rho g plus V1 square will consider as a 0 plus Z1 is equal to capital H is equal to P2 upon rho g, is again atmospheric pressure head, PA upon rho g plus V2 square upon 2g, it will remain same. That is nothing but theoretical velocity through the orifice plus Z2. Now that term are considered as a 0. If we rearrange in term, PA upon rho g will get cancelled. Therefore, finally, V2 or like pitot tube, V theoretical is equal to what? Here, square root of 2gh. Square root of 2gh. But here h is nothing but what? It is called as head available for orifice. It is called head la काय म्हणतो आपण, h ला, म्हणजे distance between water surface or fluid surface and center of orifice, that is called as capital H, and it is called as head available for the orifice. So theoretical velocity through the orifice is given by square root of 2gh. Why it is coming? Because we have applied some conditions here in the Bernoulli theorem. So theoretical velocity through tank म्हणजे h, जेवढा h तुमचा जास्त आहे तेवढा तुमचं काय असणार आहे, वेलॉसिटी जास्त असणार आहे. म्हणून जेवढी टाकी, जेवढी वरच्या फ्लोर वर आपण ठेवली टाकी, पाण्याची टाकी, आणि पहिल्या मजल्यावर एकदम जे वरचा टॉप फ्लोर आहे, समजा आपले 8 फ्लोर आहेत, तर 8व्या फ्लोअरच्या स्लॅबवर जर आपण टाकी ठेवली, तर 8व्या फ्लोर वाल्याला वेलॉसिटी खूप कमी मिळणार, कारण त्याचा हेड काय असणार आहे, एकदम कमी. आणि ती जर ग्राउंड फ्लोअरच्या माणसाला जर आपण हेड बघितलं तर काय असणार आहे, जास्त. म्हणून ग्राउंड फ्लोअरला एकदम जास्त वेगानं पाणी येतं, म्हणजे डिस्चार्ज पण जास्त वेगानं पाणी आलं म्हणजे डिस्चार्ज म्हणजे इथे काय असणार आहे, जास्त. बिकॉज क्यू इज इक्वल टू एरिया इंटू वेलॉसिटी. वेलॉसिटी जेवढी जास्त तेवढा डिस्चार्ज पण जास्त. आणि तेच एकदम टॉप फ्लोअरच्या माणसाला पाणी एकदम कमी स्पीडने येणार आहे, कमी डिस्चार्ज मिळणार आहे, कारण हेड अवेलेबल फॉर द ओरिफाइस इज लेस. किंवा आपल्याला आता पाण्याची टाकी घेतली, ओके, आणि पाणी जर संपत आलं त्या टाकीतलं, म्हणजे त्या हेड अवेलेबल फॉर द ओरिफाइस विल बिकम लेसर अँड लेसर, आणि तिथं काय होतं, वेलॉसिटी विल बिकम व्हेरी लेस अँड डिस्चार्ज विल ऑल्सो बिकम लेस. म्हणजे पाण्याचा टँक संपताना पाण्याचं डिस्चार्ज एकदम कमी असतो. ती जर फुल टाकीतनं आपण पाणी घेतलं तर discharge is more. Everybody understand? So velocity, theoretical velocity through the orifice depends on capital H. How much head is available for the orifice, म्हणजे orifice center आणि त्या water surface or fluid surface level, he जर that distance is nothing but head available for the orifice. Everybody understand? Understand or not? Write down this and tell me understand and over. Yes, now I am getting answers. Good. Nikita Pawar, only 2, Pawar and Nikita Pawar. Okay, Sachin Sutar, good. Shubham Singhan, okay. Diksha Admile, Pohor, and yes sir. Okay, so theoretical velocity through the orifice is given by here square root of 2gh, where capital H represent, where what is that, capital H represent, okay, 1 minute I will give to you. Capital H represent the head available for the orifice. मग तिथे V1 का 0 घेतला, V2 का जास्त घेतला, म्हणजे आता V2 काय, वेलॉसिटी थ्रू द ओरिफाइस किंवा वेलॉसिटी ऍट वेना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टा. Okay. Now therefore theoretical velocity through the orifice is given by v theoretical is equal to v2 and is equal to here square root of 2gh to 2gh, where h is equal to what? What you can say, h is equal to head available for orifice. Head available for orifice. Head available means काय? Level difference in between level of fluid surface and center of orifice. Okay, and discharge now q theoretical is equal to what? Area of orifice. कसा काढतो आपण? Area of orifice AO into V theoretical. This is our formula. Or discharge is equal to AO area of cross section of orifice into square root of 2gh. Complete this. So V theoretical through the orifice is equal to, given by equation, square root of 2gh. H is equal to head available for the orifice. Understood? Write down. So theoretical velocity through the orifice is given by if it is fitted for a tank, then it is given by equation AO into V theoretical or is equal to AO into square root of 2gh. Where AO is cross section area of orifice and root 2gh represent the theoretical velocity through the orifice. Q theoretical area of orifice into V theoretical is equal to AO into root of root 2gh. Understood? Last theoretical article for this. Okay, write down. Next article, write down hydraulic coefficients of an orifice. I don't know hydraulic coefficients of an orifice. Already two hydraulic coefficients are defined. I don't know hydraulic coefficients of an orifice. hydraulic coefficients of orifice. Hydraulic coefficients of an orifice. And first is coefficient of discharge. There are three hydraulic coefficients. Coefficient of discharge, and it is denoted by letter coefficient of discharge denoted letter by CD. Already were defined for venturi meter and orifice meter. CD. We'll define CD value. Write down. It is defined as coefficient of discharge. It is defined as ratio of Q actual ratio of actual discharge through the orifice to the theoretical discharge flowing through orifice. Again I repeat, coefficient of discharge CD is defined as ratio of actual discharge through the orifice to the theoretical discharge flowing through orifice. Mathematically, CD is equal to Q actual divided by Q theoretical. So the ratio of actual discharge flowing through orifice divided by Q theoretical. What is actual discharge? Let us consider this as a here Q actual we can consider divided by Q theoretical. What is the value? AO into square root of 2G capital H, 2GH, square root of 2GH. Okay. So AQ actual divided by AO into root 2GH. So with the help of this equation, one can calculate the coefficient of discharge. Write down. CD value for orifice. 4 page orifice. This is not orifice meter. CD value of orifice varies from varies from 0.61 to 0.65. Okay. Generally, it is taken as generally taken as 0.62. These questions may ask for MCQ. What is the CD value of orifice, hydraulic coefficients of orifice? The ratio of actual discharge to theoretical discharge is equal to Q actual divided by AO into square root of 2GH. CD value of orifice varies from 0.61 to 0.65. Okay, and generally taken as 0.62. Okay, anybody have doubt about this? So these questions may ask in the MCQs. Coefficient of discharge already were defined for venturi meter, orifice meter. Because of the losses, actual discharge may be lesser than theoretical discharge. Understood? Please write immediately so that we can proceed to next, because this is nothing but all simple theory. अंडरस्टूड राइट? यस, चला आळस करू नका पटकन. I request you fast complete write up. Yes, over. Okay, good. Then next coefficient is there. It is called as coefficient of velocity. Next is what? Already we have this also we have defined coefficient of velocity. Next coefficient of orifice is coefficient of in bracket velocity in bracket CV. Velocity in bracket CV. Right on. It is defined as ratio of actual velocity to the theoretical velocity. Ratio of actual velocity to the theoretical velocity through the orifice. Actual velocity to the theoretical velocity through the orifice. Write down mathematically CV is equal to V actual divided by V theoretical. What is V actual? Where it is maximum. So at Vena contracta. So velocity is maximum at, because we know that here discharge is like this. So at Vena contracta the area of cross section become less. So it is called as Vena contracta. Okay. Vena contracta. Okay. So V actual divided by V theoretical, and theoretical velocity is given by equation V actual divided by square root of 2gh. Theoretical velocity is given by equation 2gh. Okay. So V actual is equal to CV, coefficient also defined as V actual divided by V theoretical means square root of 2gh, and this CV value varies from orifice meter. CV varies from CV varies from 0.95 to 0.99. CV varies from 0.95 to 0.99, and generally taken as 0.98 for this. Generally taken as 0.98. Taken as 0.98. Write down CV value is equal to ratio of actual velocity to the theoretical velocity is given by V actual divided by square root of 2gh. Now, one there formula is there. If it is orifice is there, and through which this discharge is coming. So with respect to this orifice or Vena contractor section, if you measure, let us consider this point is there, coordinates are there. Let us consider this for this orifice. The head available is capital H. Okay, and let us consider that this from this point orifice section, this one point, let us consider this point, any point we will consider having the coordinate P point, having coordinate XY. So this XY are the Z coordinate. ह्याला आपण काय म्हणतोय, जो येतोय याच्यातून टँक म्हणून जो ओरिफाइस म्हणून जो डिस्चार्ज येतोय त्याला आपण वेअर कॉन्टेज आहे जेट, कारण याची वेलोसिटी काय असते टँकच्या वेलोसिटी पेक्षा काय असते जास्त असते, म्हणजे आपण म्हणतो जेट. हा जेट वरचा कोणताही पॉइंट आहे PXY, तो विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ओरिफाइस एक्स पी चा एक्स म्हणजे काय, इट इज हॉरिझॉन्टल कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ जेट. आणि y इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट व्हर्टिकल कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ जेट. हे जर दोन कोऑर्डिनेट माहित असतील तर वी कॅन कॅल्क्युलेट सीव्ही व्हॅल्यू ॲज ए सीव्ही इज इक्वल टू स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ हे इक्वेशन आपण जर हे केलं ट्रान्सलेट केलं इक्वेशन्स ऑफ मोशन अप्लाय केले ओके तर सीव्ही इज इक्वल टू स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वेअर अपॉन 4yh. आता ह्याच्यामध्ये काय हे लक्षात ठेवा इक्वेशन सगळ्या आधी जर जेट आपल्याला जेटचे कोऑर्डिनेट माहित असतील आपल्याला कुठले कोऑर्डिनेट एक्स कोऑर्डिनेट आणि वाय कोऑर्डिनेट जर एक्स आणि वाय कुठले कोऑर्डिनेट आहेत तर ते ओरिपाय सेक्शन पासून एखादा जेट घेतला आपण त्याच्यातला कुठलाही पॉईंट घेतला पी एक्स वाय एक्स म्हणजे हॉरिझॉन्टल कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ जेट कुठून मेजर करायचा विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ओरिपाइस और व्हेना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टा आणि वाय इज इक्वल टू व्हर्टिकल कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ जेट विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ओरिपाइस और व्हेना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टा. तर एक्स आणि वाय जर आपण मेजर केले तर सीव्ही इज इक्वल टू स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ एक्स स्क्वेअर अपॉन 4yh. एक्स म्हणजे हॉरिझॉन्टल कोऑर्डिनेट ऑफ जेट वाय म्हणजे व्हर्टिकल कोऑर्डिनेट आणि एच म्हणजे हेड अवेलेबल फॉर द ओरिपाइस हा एच आहे तो आहे. तर हे मध्ये घेतलं तर सीव्ही इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वेअर अपॉन 4yh. विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस इक्वेशन one can calculate. CV varies from 0.95 to 0.99, generally taken as 0.98. Understood? Understood? Please write or this formula everybody have to remember. CV is equal to another formula of CV. Though it is V actual upon V theoretical, if we apply equations of motion, it will become CV is equal to square root of x square upon 4yh. So where x is horizontal coordinate of jet, y is vertical coordinate of jet, and yes, capital H is equal to. So this equation may be also asked in the MCQ in the form of jet coordinate. The value of CV is given by MCQ ला महत्वाचा प्रश्न आहे CV is equal to what square root of x square upon 4yh. Where x is horizontal coordinate of jet, I will write also. Okay, x is what? X is equal to horizontal coordinate of jet and y is equal to vertical coordinate of jet. Understood? Only one student respond, I think one or two students. Others please reply. Yeah, and H is equal to head available for the orifice. Yes, yes. Sachin, Sutar, good. Nikita Pawar, Shubham Shingan, Shivani, Nani, good. Shall we go to next point? Yes, Shubham Ganduli. Okay, next point is there. This another dictionary. It is called as what? Coefficient of contraction. Last this code is coefficient of not discussed. Coefficient of contraction. Of contraction. Coefficient of contraction. In bracket it is called as CC. Coefficient of contraction in bracket it is called as what? CC. Write down. It is defined as ratio of ratio of actual area of jet कुठे क्रॉस सेक्शन कमी होतोय जेट कुठं कुठं कमी होतोय ऍट व्हेना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टा वेरे एरिया काय होतोय कमी होतोय ऍक्च्युअल एरिया ऑफ जेट ऍट व्हेना कॉन्ट्रॅक्टा टू थिओरिटिकल एरिया काय असतो जेटचा असणारा पाहिजे एरिया ऑफ ओरिफाइस कुठं एरिया ऑफ कुठं क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया म्हटलं कुठं क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया ऑफ क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया ऑफ ओरिफाइस the cross section area of orifice. Mathematically, C is equal to coefficient of contraction equal to what? Area of jet at vena contracta. Vena contracta म्हणजे काय? The section of jet where cross section area is the minimum. Vena contracta. Vena contracta divided by area of orifice. And is equal to what? Area of jet under control AC divided by AO. AC divided by AO. Okay. Area of jet under control divided by area of orifice. And value, where is CC value? These are MCQs, all these things. CC value varies from from 0.61 to 0.69 for the orifice. It is the 0.61 to 0.69. Generally taken as generally CC is equal to CC value is taken as 0.64. Okay, so coefficient of contraction we define. Okay, if the offline examination will be there or explanation type questions are there, then it will be asked for 2 marks. So here it is defined as ratio of actual area of jet at vena contracta, the cross section area of orifice. Mathematically, CC is equal to area of jet at vena contracta divided by area of orifice is equal to AC upon AO. Okay, and where CC value varies from 0.61 to 0.69. Generally, CC is taken as 0.64. Understood? 3 coefficients of orifice, hydraulic coefficients of an orifice. One is CD, another is CV, and third one is CV. CV value is 0.98, 0.95 to 0.98, and CD 0.61 to 0.65 taken as 0.62 general value, 0.98 coefficient of velocity general value, and coefficient of contraction general value is 0.64, varies from 0.61 to 0.69. Understood? Good. Pramod. Okay, Sachin Sutar, good. Okay, Diksha, good, very good. Now, over, write up over. I think over because for me to write, I think it took lots more time, but for you, you can take easily. Okay. Now, last theory of our chapter. Okay. Right now, relationship between relation between CD, CV and CC. Relation between CD, CV and CC. Very simple now. Right on Q theoretical म्हणजे काय असतं आपलं Q theoretical is equal to area of orifice AO into V theoretical. This is equation number 1. Similarly, Q actual is equal to what is Q actual? Area of flow at Vela contractor into V actual. Alright. Q actual म्हणजे काय असणार एरिया कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट जेटचा कुठं झाला तो कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन एरिया जिथं ऍक्च्युअली कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होतो आणि व्ही ऍक्च्युअल म्हणजे त्या कॉन्ट्रॅक्शनची त्याची वेलॉसिटी. हे दोन इक्वेशन्स वी आर नोईंग. Okay, now divide equation 2 by 1. Okay, divide 2 by 1. Divide equation 2 by 1. What will be, we will get now, therefore Q actual divided by Q theoretical is equal to Q actual divided by Q theoretical is equal to what? AC into V actual divided by area of cross section. Q theoretical म्हणजे काय? Area of polygon into V theoretical. But what is this? Anybody? Q actual divided by Q theoretical, who will tell? Now I want answers from your side. I will not write from my side. Anybody? What is Q actual divided by Q theoretical? By definition. Anybody unmute or write down in answer chat box. It is
Coefficient of
here. Shubham Soham Overikar. So it is what CD value, correct? So Dikshad Mila is writing good. CD is equal to. Then area of contraction, area of jet at Vena contractor into area of orifice. What is this? Anybody? Write in chat box. It is CC, correct? CC. Okay, it is equal to CC into V actual divided by V theoretical is what? V CD is equal to CC. This is what V actual divided by V theoretical is nothing but anybody of you? CV. Okay, good. So we got one relationship between these three hydraulic coefficients as CD is equal to CV into CC or CC into CV. You already got this? CD is equal to CC into CV or CV into CC. Understood? Relation, write down this. Relationship between CD, CV and CC. Relation between CD, CV, and CC. Understood? And over. Understood? Yes, and over. Okay. Good. Now, what we'll do? A simple numerical we'll take on this, and we'll end our lecture today. We'll assignment booklet. A simple numerical we'll take, and we'll close today's lecture. Is my this numerical. Okay, this is the numerical. Okay, you got a jet of water issued from a sharp edged vertical orifice under a constant head of. Means I will represent here. This is our orifice. This jet is coming from the orifice. Okay, and the center line of the orifice, let us consider. And this head available jet of water is there. It is under a head of constant head of 0.51. So this H is equal to what? 51 meter. So capital H is equal to 0.51. meter. Okay. दाखवायचं काय झालं दाखवायचं ते आपण दाखवलं नाही त्याचं अधिकृत रेजिग्नेशन आहे ना मग दाखवायचं कोण 30 एप्रिलला स्कॅनिंग करून पाठवून द्यायला आणि सर कागद सर कधी येणार बरं कधी येणार उद्या परवा आलेलं लगेच सही त्यांच्याकडे फॉलोअप घेऊन का
संध्याकाळी मी त्यांचा फोन नाही लागला म्हणून म्हटलं सकाळी फोन करावा आणि सकाळी मी कॉलेजवर आले.
Return point issue getting okay. Now what are the horizontal and vertical coordinate measured from HANA contractor? So these coordinates, let us consider P point PXY. Any one point on the jet we will consider. Okay, have issued from the jet. The horizontal and vertical coordinates measured from HANA contractor are, so X is equal to, means what? Here I will write X is equal to, what is X is equal to 0.406 and Y is equal to 0.085. meter. Find the coefficient of velocity CV. They want what to calculate, we have to calculate CV. If CV and CV we have to find out. CC also we have to find out. If CD is equal to 0.62. CD is given as what? 0.62. Okay. Now CV we have to find. What CV is equal to? In case of now horizontal coordinates, if they are giving Z, they are giving. So every time I have to use the formula of CV is equal to anybody. Now you have to tell. What is CV? What is CV value? Anybody? बरं कोणी लक्ष दिलंय? राईट टर्म्स तुमच्याकडे आहेत तुमच्या पेज. CV is equal to anybody बघून सांगा वाटल्यास x square root of answer which you got answer. Good. CV is what? We have to find out numerically to value x square upon 4yh. X square upon 4y. So x we know, y we know, h we know. So therefore CV is coming as anybody. CV is coming as here square root of, put all the values. X square means what? 0.406 square divided by 4 into y. What is y value? 0.08685 into h is 0.51. And is coming as, what the value is coming as? Somebody calculated 0.97 something. 0. Actual standard value is 0.90, but our numerical value will come as 0.97. Everybody got this? How to calculate? And we want CC also. Now which relation we have to use? Anybody? Now we know CV, we know CD. How to find out CC? Anybody? CD is equal to CV into or CC into CV. Okay, and therefore CC is equal to CD divided by CV. It is coming as anybody. CD we know 0.62 divided by 0.697. How much it is coming? Somebody has given an answer in chat box. What is that answer? Please write again. CD is equal, CC is equal to 0.63. Understood? Understood? Yes. Everybody, I want answer. So this completes our today's lecture. So this kind of numerical they may ask on this simple. Okay, I would, because this short example I have taken. So